Hey yo, Card Market people, you're back with me, Hot Chalk, and today we're looking at the top 6 best-selling cards from celebrations. But I'm actually going to give you a bit of a double whammy because we're going to look at the top 6 cards from the celebration set, the legal cards, and then we're going to look at the top 6 cards from the subset as well. Sound good? Let's get involved. Right then, so our 6th best-selling card from the standard set is, funnily enough, the most playable card, probably in my opinion, and that is the Mew. The Mew, that 60 HP basic Pokemon with that mysterious tail ability, where when it's in the active, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck, pick yourself an item from there, put it in your hand, and shuffle them up. Very reminiscent to Stellar Wish Jirachi from back in the day, and very similar to Celebi and Manaphy 2. Manaphy lets you search for Pokemon, and Celebi lets you search for energy cards, I believe. Yeah, this is a pretty damn good card, you know. Mew is a pretty fun Pokemon, you know, a fan favorite, as it were. A super playable ability, but I think the one thing holding this card back in the standard format is that it has 60 HP. That is Inteleon food, and that is Yoga Loot food. But, you know, it's a pretty cool card. You can get it right now on Cardmarket for about 50 pence, so that is cheap as chips. That is only going to go up maybe as tournament play comes back, and as you know, the set starts to become harder to find. Maybe the price of this Mew will go up. So yeah, that is our 6th best selling card from the normal set. Well, coming in at our number 5 slot, this is why I love Cardmarket, because you can get some cards for just literally pennies. We're talking about the Kyogre here, which actually has a super fun attack as well. The Aqua Storm attack for 3 energy. You can discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Then you choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, bench Pokemon, right? And then for each energy card you discarded, you do 50 damage to them Pokemon. So if you discarded 1 card, you do a 50 snipe in 2 places, which is actually pretty good. If you discard like 2 or 3, you're now doing 100 and 150 snipe. And then if you discard all 5 energy, that's a 250 snipe in 2 places. Again, this is a pretty cool card though. I'm a fan of this. You know, it's got all the sort of Team Aqua people in there. I think Shelly is one of those Donnie's names. I'm actually playing through ORAS right now, but I haven't got that far ahead in the story yet. But yeah, you can get this card on Cardmarket now for like 8 cents. That is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Kyogre as well. Pretty cool looking card. Pretty fun little usable attack. And if you need to plug holes in your binder, then this could be a good way to get it from Cardmarket. Coming in at number 4 slot is actually my favourite legendary Pokemon of all time. We have ourselves the Ho-Oh. And what I love about the Celebration set is that all the artworks are done in the sort of generation of Pokemon's from, right? Like this Ho-Oh just screams Heart Gold, Soul Silver artwork style for me, right? But I'm not going to lie to you here, Cardmarket people. This is not a playable card on the no. It's got 2 attacks for 2 energy. You can do a 50 damage snipe with Sacred Fire, and then for 3 energy you do 120 damage and discarding energy from this Pokemon. We're not buying this card. Isn't getting bought for its playability. It's getting bought for its artwork and its collection purposes. Right now on Cardmarket you can get it for about 10 cents. Which is mad. And again, like the same with all of these, if you've only managed to get your hands like an ETB or a Zacian box, and you need to fill in your collection, getting them from Cardmarket is really effective. Because like 9 cents, you get yourself a cool looking card, get it in the binder, sounds good. Let's keep it moving. Coming in at number 3, we have the big, bad, scary, my second favourite legendary Pokemon, Groudon, the Gen 3 legendaries. And it could be worth noting that both the Gen 3 legendaries made it into this top 6. Again, this has a usable attack, so maybe that's why it's creeping hard, because it has a hint of playability value here. With that Magma Volcano attack, for 3 energy, you discard top 5 cards of your deck, and for each energy card you discarded, you do 80 damage to your opponent's active. So again, similar to the Kyogre, if you have a really high energy count and you manage to discard like, you know, 3 or 4, this Magma Volcano is hitting like a dump truck, and then you've got massive Ren, 4 energy, 420. Let's not get worried about that. But again, this has the Magma admins there. I can't remember any of those names, I'm not going to lie to you. But again, pretty cool artwork, Gen 3 legendary. But let's be fair, all the celebration cards are pretty cool, but I am a big fan of this Groudon. And so are the people on Cardmarket, apparently. And that's why it's our number 3 pick here. Coming in at our number 2 slot here, we have Lugia, the second half of the Gen 2 Legendary Trio here in the main set. Obviously, this Lugia again screams that Heart Gold Soul Silver artwork style, which I absolutely adore. It also has that Aero Ball attack 20 times, each energy attached to both active Pokemon, the same attack as on Lugia EX, if I am not mistaken. And then for 4 energy, there's a 160. Actually, not too bad. You can play this in a Cherrim deck, potentially. But like I said, again, we're not really buying this for its playability. We're playing it for our collections. We're buying it for our binder. And at 3 to 5 cents, that's right. That is, Jesus. It is worth getting. Again, I can see these all going up in value. You know, at the minute, the price might be low. They're only going to go higher, in my opinion. And apparently, I'm not the only one that thinks that. A lot of card market people thinking that too. And that's why it's our number 2 pick. But one thing that I think is pretty cool, our number 1 pick here for the main set, we actually have the full art Pikachu, the sort of base set extended art card. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. You know, in that art style, got the red cheeks popping, and it's just a cool little card, isn't it? To be fair, a full art Pikachu, we have seen them before, but this is obviously in that base set art style, full of nostalgia, hitting you right in the feels, baby. You can get this right now for about 190. So we've actually, this is the first card to creep over the euro/pound mark, which I think is quite funny. But yeah, just a pretty stunning card nonetheless. Hit you right in the nostalgia feels, baby. And it's actually playable. So if you want to play a Raichu deck, you know, if you want to use this spreading damage Raichu, I think it's big sparking, I believe, you can use this Pikachu to get it into play. But that is all the main set ones though. Let's get to the subset classic cards now, baby. Jeez. Right, so our number 6 best-selling celebration subset card is the Rock Hits Zapdos. What a cool looking card. I've been told it was quite playable at the time. So I wasn't really playing the game then, but it's quite a playable card too. But I love the idea of like the Rockets, the Magmas, the Plasma Pokemon. Have always been some of my favorite cards. And this, you could argue, was the inception of that sort of like evil team Pokemon, right? The artwork is immense. The holo pattern is so cool. Again, hitting you in the nostalgia feels with those with the artwork style. Looking at this 96, 99. Oh my god, this card was printed probably before some of you were born. But it is such a gorgeous card. And don't forget, these classic cards are harder to pull, so you might need to pick up a couple of these for your collection. And right now, you can pick up Rocket Zapdos on Cardmarket for about €7. That's pretty cool. Let's keep it moving. Right, coming in at our number 5 slot, we have the cute and the extremely playable Cleffa. This is actually a card that I've opened up a ton of Celebrations product, right? And this is actually one that I need myself, so I might go and get one of these myself. The Cleffa is obviously at 30 HP basic baby Pokemon, and it had that baby rule where if you wanted to attack into it, you had to flip a coin. If heads, you hit it. If tails, you don't do anything. But the Eek attack is the main reason why this card saw play and why it's in this celebration set. Actually, a nutty attack. Let's not beat around the bush about it. Shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw 7 cards. Now imagine mine gives you 5 cards now. This gave you 7, and you had to flip to even attack it, and it had a free retreat cost. So this, I imagine, was probably pretty good in the mid to late game, right? And it's actually a classic card you can pick up on the cheap here, in my opinion, on Cardmarket. You can get it for about just a smidgen under €4. And you know what? Concluding this video, you might catch me pick one of these up because I need one of these myself. That Eek Cleffa. Coming in at our number 4 slot, we have Team Magma's Groudon. This is actually the first card to win Worlds. I think it was 04. This was a deck that won Worlds with this Team Magma Groudon. And you know, I already mentioned that I quite like these evil team cards. And again, this is an extremely cool looking one. It has that interesting ability, Power Savers. You have to have, I think, was it 3 or 4 Team Magma Pokemon in play before it can attack. But when it does, you have 2 cool attacks with that linear attack, which does 20 damage to one of your opponents. And you have that pulverized attack, which does 70 damage if your opponent's Pokemon has at least 2 damage counters on it or more. Now, it's kind of interesting. I wonder how much the sort of old format market is driving these sales. Because I know a lot of people want to play 04. There was a big online tournament for it not too long ago. So I wonder if a lot of people are buying up these cards for their old format. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a really cool looking card nonetheless. And again, it is a classic card that you can pick up for relatively cheap, in my opinion, on Cardmarket right now for €2.50. That is dirt cheap. I actually don't need one of these ones, but if you do, make sure you get yourself to Cardmarket and go buy it, yeah? Coming in at our number 3 slot, we have probably my favourite card in the set, potentially, in my opinion. This is a card I always wanted to buy for the collection, but I could never really justify the high price. But now it's in celebrations. I have a couple of them thanks to my ETBs, and I'm a happy hot choc. We have ourselves Blank Pikachu. This is the birthday Pikachu, in case you don't know. It actually got banned as well because it would actually give you an advantage on your birthday, so it could lead to people potentially lying and saying it's their birthday when it really isn't. Maybe I've started bringing an ID to prove it. Pokemon were just like, no, let's ban the card. But it's actually really cool. It's got a space there where you can write your name. So I would put, Hot Chocs Pikachu. You know what I mean? And it's pretty cool. With that all being said, it is actually rather expensive in my humble opinion because it's probably such a really cool classic card, a well-known card that people want a lot of. Right now on Cardmarket, it is sitting at about €14.3, which actually, in the grand scheme of things, that's cheaper than like a Shadow Rider. So you know what I mean? So it's probably not actually that bad. But again, a real classic nostalgia card that I'm sure a lot of people in a similar boat as me really wanted this card but couldn't justify spending, the actual price for the promo back in the day, how much it's worth now. But now it's in celebrations. You have one, you have one, you have one, you have one. We can all have birthday Pikachus. Happy days. So coming in at our number 2 slot, we actually have one of the Kanto starters, Venusaur. It's actually a card I need. I did not manage to pack myself one of these, and I've voted up a decent amount of celebration, let me tell you. But yeah, you have ourselves Venusaur here, the old school Kanto grass starter, which lets you move around grass energies with its energy trans ability. Really cool nostalgic card. Like I said, I'm not really much of a nostalgic person in my humble opinion, but when I'm cracking open these celebrations packs and you get yourself Kanto starters, you do get teleported back to when I was 5 years old begging me mum to take me back to the shop to get more Pokemon cards. As it stands now on Cardmarket, this goes for about €24. It's actually the most expensive card I think we've looked at here today. And it's sad because I probably need one myself. So concluding this video, I might go buy one myself. But yeah, that is Venusaur at our number 2 pick. And I'll give you a hint. The number 1 pick is also a Kanto starter. Which one do you think it is? Let's find out. So coming at number 1, we have Blastoise. Yeah, you think it'd be Charizard, huh? But no, it's actually Blastoise, the second of the Kanto starters. With that rain dance ability, and you get water energies in play. But look at this card, man. Look at the nostalgia on it. Oh my lord. You can currently buy this card on Cardmarket for about €22. Cheapest of the Kanto starters. Maybe that's why it's the most selling the most, because it's the cheapest and it's a Kanto one. But who would have thought it, celebrations, out of all the celebration cards, the retro ones are the best selling, right? Blastoise, Venusaur, Rocket, Zapdos, Cleffa, and a full art Pikachu in the main set as well. Who would have seen that coming, Not me. But if you like what you saw, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And remember, if you're after any of these celebration products or singles, make sure you get yourself down to Cardmarket, okay? But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.